What's going on, everyone? Welcome to week 1 of the NCP. This week we are taking on Joedaflamin, coach of the Atlanta Talonflames. He is an opponent we have not taken on before, but I hear he's a very, very interesting builder from what I've heard. Someone who is a little unpredictable in their sets, and that's kind of the archetype of player I tend to struggle most against, as we saw in my UBL season. So, hopefully that doesn't repeat itself here. I feel like I've built a team that is frankly like very standard. Like there's not a lot of heat. It's just
That's one way to win the mood. Please learn work.
I'm in the emotional state for this tonight. There we go. We'll probably disconnect midway through, but whatever. Oh, I never even stopped recording. Great. Cool. All right, we are here at the starting signal. I just disconnected and now I'm dead, so hopefully that doesn't happen again, or else I will die even more, and who knew that was possible. Where's my phone? I don't know. Now I don't know if this is an intro. I don't know if this is LAN. Really getting pissed off by Game Freak today.
Eventually.
I've never had LAN problems until this situation. And like, as much as I want to be like, it's Finland's fault, like, it's definitely like something going on. In
Yeah,
terms
because
of,
I never had this before.
yeah, you never had problems either.
So,
I don't know.
who knows?
Guys, y'all, I'm really tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day of doing nothing.
Elias made so much food.
That I did.
I ate a lot of food, and then I drank some gin. Some gin and some... Whoa!
Whoa.
Okay. Look at that. There is a PZ. But there's also a Frostlass. That makes SCIZOR an even better lead, I think. Croco. What's not here? No Dragonite! There's no Dragonite. That's crazy. Wow. Really, like, low-end stuff. Like, no Nidoqueen either, which makes Volt Switch really nice. Are spikes that big of a deal? No. Pangoro's a bit annoying, because, like, I just straight up don't have a swap in. I mean, I kind of do, but not really. Alright, I'm going to lead with SCIZOR. If he's, like, a spike stacking Frostlass, then this matches up pretty well against it. If he's not, then... And he leads, like, Victini, I have, like... I don't know, Arcanine. So I like SCIZOR. SCIZOR's a good lead here. It's not bad against Vikavolt too. I can just U-turn on that, or potentially even knock into U-turn. But the thing with SCIZOR and the SCIZOR lead is I can't like take unnecessary damage on it, because then PZ becomes annoying and such. Scarf, Zygarde, looking a bit weird now without the Dragonite, but I mean, it's good for Coco still. It's fine. Good luck, have fun to Joe. We'll see what he ends up leading, what this team ends up being. Very different than what I expected, but I kind of expected it to be different from what I expected, if that makes sense. We do see the Vikavolt lead. Few options here. I can click... Wow, I don't have removal on this team. Webs are going to be annoying. Are they? Not really. They're just annoying for Zygarde. That's it. Okay. I could knock. I think I just want to U-turn. But I also want to knock. But I also need to U-turn. We'll get to see what the hell this Vikavolt is. I did not see how much damage that did. I feel pretty safe just going into Zapdos here, because I am Spadef. U-turn, if it's max defense, does 21 to 25. There's Sticky Web. So we're going to have to deal with those this game. That's fine. And we see lefties. That's interesting. Okay, it did a little over 25, so it looks to me like it's max HP. Yeah, it's max HP. Toxic is unimmune. There's no immunity to it, so I'm gonna click it. We do land. And I imagine we see a Volt Switch here? Yep. Does quite a bit. 190 does about 75. I think that's max modest. Yep. Yeah, that was a max roll as well, so that's fun. Cool. Panda's gonna come out here. A little perplexed about it. It could be Scarf. If it is Scarf, I don't think Ice Punch kills me, so I think I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. I don't know what I Volt Switch into, though. Probably an Arcanine. Let's Volt Switch here. We'll see if he's Scarf. I could Hurricane. Okay, he's not Scarf. And that is probably AV, right? Zapdos versus Pangoro. Yeah, that's AV. Knock or Ice Punch is coming my way. I think Arcanine is my best means to deal with it. I lose my boots, which is a little obnoxious because Arcanine looks really good offensively here. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I have to though. Maybe I should have Hurricanes there. That sucks. You know what though? Once I bring this in, there's just like no. Yeah, there's Ice Punch. So thankfully, no knockoff is pretty massive there. Flare Blitz is pretty free. Does it kill this Pangoro? It actually doesn't, but Play Rough does. So I'm gonna Play Rough here. The logic is that he could just stay in and say, I'm gonna take this Flare Blitz hit. And if he goes Victini, I'd rather just get Chip off and not lose HP. We do get the Play Rough off. We do land. I thought that missed for a second, and we are going to kill this thing. So that makes Psyshock unresisted. Well, there's a Victini, but whatever. I'm glad I did that. I figured there was a chance he might overlook Play Rough. A lot of people don't remember that Arcanine got Play Rough this gen, so I figure take the risk. And yeah, I felt it was pretty no drawback there. So pretty good. Off to a decent start. The webs are annoying, but you know what? I'd say those last two turns went as good as they possibly could go, because Arcanine now will not have its boots knocked off and will stay faster than like PZ, for example. That is a bizarre name. That's Victini. That's Victini. Do I just want to bulldoze here? You don't kill me with anything. I'm literally just gonna bulldoze here. Like, this is the mon I switch into this thing anyway. Bulldoze. We actually had speed. That's pretty interesting. So we do about 35%. Is this weakness policy? Like, what am I looking at right now? Psychic. Okay. I don't have another. I could pretty freely go into Jury here. I think I'm gonna do that. He could U-turn. No, he's psychics. I have a few options. I could just Draco here. And, you know, he could be really ballsy and say, you know, I'll bring in Coco. But even if he does, I have a whole ass Seismitoad. Like a whole ass Seismitoad that unless he predicts and clicks Grass Knot, I get Rocks Up, and that's pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna click Draco here. Do you get the Draco off? I miss. That's fun. And we see the blue flare. That's not gonna do very much. I can recover that off as well. I would prefer not to see a burn. Okay. I'm gonna recover here to cover a Coco play. I feel like it's no risk. He does swap out, so I think that's the right move. The Jester. Okay, cool. So definitely the right move there. Do I want to call him going for Grass Knot? He hasn't made any reads up until this point, but my issue is if I get that read wrong, I don't see how I get Rocks Up. Part of me wants to stay in. Let me see how much Dazzling Gleam does. Latias, Tapu Koko. Because, like, Tapu Koko, unfortunately for it, is high-key a bad mon. Dazzling Gleam does 56 to 67. Is that a risk I want to take? It kind of is, right? Because I get a fat Psyshock off, and then I can force it to Roost the next turn. And then I can go Seismitoad. I don't know if that's a throw, but there's nothing here that kills me. And I'm EV'd to live even a Specs hit. Why do I outspeed this thing? Confusion all around. That's a crit. Calm Mind. Alright. That could not have gone better. And I do not know why I outsped this thing. But you know what? We take it. We take what we get. A little blown away by that one because I'm not even max speed. Oh, I am max speed. Hilarious. Maybe that was a Trick Room Victini, and that's why it was so slow. And then he wanted to do Trick Room Coco with Calm Mind. Big brain. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge like his sets, but it obviously worked out for me, so I'll take what I can get. Coco being gone is omega massive. He still has speed control and Frostlass, which is a little annoying. PZ. Okay. That's the answer. For PZ, it's pretty straightforward. It's just going to SCIZOR and live your best life functionally. I'm really... That was weird. That electric terrain, like, made the screen all blurry. How gross. Yeah. I feel okay. I actually feel like once Victini... If I can call Victini on this next hit... Let me think. He goes for Tri-Attack, assuming no secondary effect. Then I can click Knock Off. That should claim one at the very least. Because he either goes Victini, and I get to play right, or he goes Vikavolt. Well, Vikavolt actually would outspeed me. Alright, let's see if anything happens here. Yes, it does. Okay. 177 to 135. This is very important. So that did about 42. That is not choice specs. It is probably Scarf. I'm gonna... this is hard because if he is set up, it's very possible I just lose. And it's purely off of that freeze. I can't do anything about that at this point. So I kind of just have to hope. Maybe. I really need to unthaw. I don't know what I do about this. I could have gone hard into something. I mean, at this point, I've already fucked up. Please, Scizor. Fucking Christ. I would have mind literally... Okay, he's not the agility set. We can work with this. I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna scream. Okay. Whatever. Do I live? Great. Great job, Scizor. Fucking Christ. I want to kill you. Expert belt? Fucking more like expert dickhead. I fucking hate this PZ. Do I need this? It's nice for Frostlass. Is it nicer than something else? Kinda nicer than than Zygarde, to be honest. Well, yes and no. I think I'm just gonna let this go. I'm not gonna overthink it. It's Bullet Punch. A little annoying, but thankfully we broke through. That's what matters. There's the try attack. So, now what? Now, I can go either into Arcanine. I could go into Zygarde. Zygarde seems pretty straightforwardly free. Because I can click Thousand Arrows, it brings in Frostlass. Yeah, that's kind of a vibe. Or I can go into just this thing and click Flare Blitz and guarantee a kill. I think I'm going to go into this and click Flare Blitz. Because I think what that does is it forces Victini out. I mean, that's not necessarily true. It could just let Frostlass come in, but I genuinely don't think it makes a difference who I'm like sending in here. That freeze was annoying because I like could have preserved Scizor. Because I would have like knocked into U-turn. Him not being agility was fortunate for me. Although if I got the thaw at the time that I got the thaw, then I would have killed with Bullet Punch and E-speed. It's just one of those things that's like these things happen to you and then you're like I couldn't do anything about that. You know what I mean? Because like if he was a Scarf set on that turn 2, I'd just go into my Latios. I just lose my Latios. It's like not ideal. Okay. He lets me Flare Blitz. We know from before that we outspeed the Victini. Arcanine's gonna get a kill. Is that Arcanine's second kill? Let's go Arcanine. Arcanine kind of rules. Already kind of found my favorite on the team. Frostway. Alright. Hilariously, we've already discovered that we outspeed most things. However, I think it is very clear to me that I should not be risking it. It's actually a little awkward, to be honest. Maybe I should have preserved Bullet Punch Scizor. Huh. Alright. I'm gonna sack this. triple axle. I would appreciate it if you didn't get 3 hits. Might have gotten bailed there. Don't feel too bad about that given the freeze, but I also think he deserves to be punished for not clicking Poltergeist there. Hot take. Unless he's Scarf for some reason. But you know what? Arcanine got 3 kills, 1 death. Way of beating that thing probably would have been Seismitoad and hoping I chew too. But can't be certain. I think my method of victory now is to go into Messiah. Cannon Run. What's this thing? I should live a Bug Buzz, right? Like, I'm not... Zygarde's not that bad. I could also just Outrage. Outrage does nothing to Vicable. What the fuck? Alright. Outrage is 50 to 60. Strange is 56 to 67. Neither kill. Bug Buzz also doesn't kill me. So the play here is to Outrage. This is a little annoying because, like, I could have preserved differential, but at this point, like, after that freeze, I'm like, who cares? Bug Buzz ain't gonna kill my dog. My dog is powerful. It has a glowing green butthole. That's a pretty fun tidbit about it. And then I can't do anything. I forgot that's how Outrage worked. If we get a 2-turn, I'm gonna go Lottie. We don't. That's fine. Again, frustrating the whole freeze thing, but we managed to pull it out. It's a weird feeling of a win, because I genuinely feel like I could have just, like, lost instantly there. Did I kill? No? Okay. What'd you go for? Let's see. You went for Psychic. Okay, that's fine. 3-0 is fine. I'm good with that. Good game to Mr. Joedaflamin. Let's go into Jury. Jury Han, Street Fighter. Favorite Street Fighter character out there. Used to love her. Used to love her. I still love her. She's great. I was a big Street Fighter fan as a kid. Bam. Alright. That should kill, right? I'm not, like, fucking psycho by clicking that. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Good game, Joe. Jesus. Like, I just, like, I don't even know how to process that. Because it's, like, one of those things where it's, like, I feel like I, like, pretty much played fine on most fronts. I should have, like, in hindsight, preserved the bullet punch on Scizor, but I think I was so frazzled by the freeze. That's what's so annoying about playing against PZ is, like, you have an answer, but, like, 20% of the time, or honestly, like, 6% of the time, because I wouldn't have minded a Para or even a Burn. It's, like, 6% of the time, your answer ain't an answer, so I guess that's how fighting Ice types is, where it works as well, but, we do win, that's fine. Good for us. Next week, we go up against Slacking. We go up against Slacking next week. That'll be a lot of fun. We have kind of a little meme idea thing planned that if it is all right with D-Ray, we will probably do. So stick around for that one. That one is going to be a lot of fun. So stick around. All right. I'll see you all next week. Bye.